studio is also a bedroom?
Yes. Yes, it's all in one. It's like a studio apartment except in a house. Hey, chat room.
Good.
Hi,
Oh my
everybody.
gosh, I have friends.
You have friends?
I just saw my picture. That is adorable.
I had to. I
You
had
do
to.
have friends.
I had to. Hi, hi. Yeah, I had to go out to the pool. So you've got. Oh, that's not the of the pool's right behind it. So I didn't quite get the pool views in that, but yeah, I
I think
thought.
there's some blue in the corner. I know. Fair. It's all about the friends we make along the way.
Notice it's Ghoul Murloc or whatever
I
they
see
call it.
that. Heck yes.
This one, which is my favorite. So that always sits on my desk right next to Nort. There's Nort. So
I know it.
so I took them all out for a little adventure this morning to get some photos.
That is adorable. Thank you for spending the time doing that. Big, huge smile.
So yeah, so hi Nisi, you guys can hear us okay?
Yeah. Are we all here?
We're all here,
Coffee is my
Yeah, we're here.
blood.
which is most important. Hey Zeb,
Hi,
welcome,
ladies.
welcome.
Hi, Zap Zap.
All right. Well, I think they can hear all the bits, so that's at least something. What do we got? Leeta, you're a little lower than the others. Probably because husband's asleep at the moment, so I'm just trying to keep my voice down until we start. Does that make sense?
Then all bets are off. Get up.
Show starts, and then it's like full volume. Well, yes, as much as I can. But I did move the mic around a little bit. Cozzy's been fed. I think he's asleep on the bed. So hopefully all the things are okay. Zaya's here. Hi, hi, hi,
Hi,
hi.
Zaya.
Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. All right. What do we got? All right. Well, we've got that. We've got all the bits and pieces. I was gonna say something. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Doesn't matter. It's all good. All right. Well, we've got a couple of minutes. Everyone's got their joke ready. I got one for you today, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got one.
I haven't. I
Tailored
won't even
towards you.
scroll down. I'll
Nice,
just.
nice.
I'll
And
wait for it.
I don't know what Chris is. I have not looked.
I did
So,
mine too.
and I haven't looked at stirs. I was just like, ignore all, just post it in. And I have coffee, which is most important. Um, but yes, so I've got no, it's gone. Honestly, my brain. It's like holiday brain.
It's like, uh, by the way, if you were to do a really loud Murloc sound,
Mm.
that would wake your husband up because it would wake me up out of sleep, is hearing Murlocs.
So go get some milk and start gargling.
I was gonna say it might not, because actually he is the one that when he sleeps like he is pretty much like dead to the world. Whereas me, no, I'm like, it's rarely that I will be dead to the world. I will quite often wake up. Like, I don't know. It's not often I feel like I'm going into that deep sleep. I quite often find that something will stir me. That's how Ross finds me in the store. He'll start making like noises out loud till I say I'm over here. That's hilarious, Nisi. I love it. I love it. That's really good. All right, it's 10 a.m. Brisbane time, so I think we're ready to go. Are we ready? You two?
Good to
Affirmative.
go.
All right. Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure.
Crafting.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast. And here's your host, Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 329. Today is Saturday, March the 4th, 2023, or here in Brisbane land. I'm going to call it Brisbane land. That sounds fun. Or Vegas. It is Sunday, the 5th of March. So welcome. I am your host, Leeta. Hi, everybody. And joining me this week is the Naughting Shark herself with friends, Khrys. Hi.
I know, I'm chilling by the pool. It's so awesome.
You are, and I can tell you this, it is quite a warm day out there. I may have to go and dip my feet in afterwards. So, Nort Squad.
No, yes, I like that North Squad.
Love it, absolutely. Well, I am very excited that we both get to talk to someone we haven't talked to in a little while. So very excited to have this person with us today, and that is Ster. Hello, welcome.
Thank you. And by the way, that picture, if those little animals were up here where I'm at, they would be in snow. So quite the difference in our location.
Ditto.
Mm-hmm. Very, very much, and it always, I don't know about you guys, but obviously for the majority of you over in the States, or being somewhere that does not have like the summer, like we're into autumn, aren't we? it's March, but yeah, it's still very, very hot here, very humid, so it looks like summer is still staying around, and I think we still got some summer storms to come. So yes, it's I still want to play with snow. I still want to so badly. All right, let's have a look. Chat room, everybody's here. Thanks guys for joining us. We've got Faire, Zaya, Nisi. I see Khrys and Ster there as well. We've got Zap, we've got Diamond Abby, welcome. Hi guys, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate you. Anyone else that I've missed? Oh, Tiber's here. Hi, Tiber.
Hi, Tiber.
Sneaking in. Sep says, I'm ready for warm. It's been cold long enough. Totally understand. Absolutely.
Agreed.
As I just saw, there's 2 more storms coming this week.
Ooh, okay. Well, I hope everyone just please stay safe. That's my main thing. Yes. All right. Now that we got Ster here, very exciting. We get to have a chat with him, find out what he's been up to.
Dying.
Oh no. Okay. So well, let's start off because Dragonflight. It's been out 2 months. 9 weeks?
Yeah, November, end of November, something like that.
Has it been longer than that? My goodness, time is just going far too fast. How has Dragonflight been treating you challenger-wise, Ster?
So I'm laughing because last year I didn't have anything on the 2022 death list. Mm-hmm. I've already passed that. It's I'm racking up dead druids left and right. So, but that's not what you asked. You asked, "How's Dragonflight?" It's been fun. a new expansion is always fun because of the content, and all of us have been trying to learn how to fly those darn dragons in Dragon Isles, and except for Zaya, he knows how to fly those dragons. The rest of us crash and burn and try to run from the mobs. But it's been treating the challengers, I think, with the expansion and the way they adjusted all the past expansions and Chromie time and the scaling. I'm telling you, right now is a great time to level a brand new toon, or if you've got one that you kind of worked on but you put it in a closet, well, drag it back out and work on it, because going from 1 to 60, I think is pretty darn, I shouldn't say easy, because some people will say for you maybe, but I think it is a little bit easier because there's just so much content. I mean, you can practically go anywhere in the past that you want and level your toon. And remember the earlier days, the only way you could level was to do practically every quest line, follow from one zone to the next breadcrumb zone, and if you didn't, you would never get enough points to hit max.
Yep.
Now today, you can just bounce around, go to your favorite zones in each of the continents, and just do the high points, the easy points. Hardly do any fighting, and boom, you'll be level 60 in no time.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the better parts of this expansion, is just your old toons don't have to be stuck in the past. They can be brought up to level.
Yeah.
And there's several. I'm in the same pool, but Zaya and some of the other players, they have shown they can roll a brand new toon and get it to level 60 in less than a week. And you go, a week? No, that's still 24 hours of playing probably, but you can get a toon to 60 pretty darn quick. And so dying, it's always painful to lose a toon, but it doesn't set you back that badly either. So and we've been seeing that in the guild too. John, he's been mentioned, Jonnfoxx and John, some of the other toons of his. We watch, he'll log in the morning, get up to level 20, 22, die, go oops, and have another one at 22 by the end of the evening. And you're like, okay,
wow.
All right. So for that, so get out there and level, because you can do it.
Yeah.
But now that's the easy part. there's always a catch, isn't there? And the catch is the 60 to 70 with the new expansion. That's the hard part. And I've been trying to figure it out, because we've gotten the rogues, we watched the hunters get there first. We just got a warrior today that you're going to mention. Zaya got a shaman up there.
Yep.
So what you might say, well, can you characterize this expansion? You might say, well, it seems like you fall in one of two camps. And camp number one is your toon can kill stuff. And you go, oh, really? So you can go over to Dragon Isles, and maybe you can only do one at a time, but you can kill stuff. And then the other camp is, nope, can't kill anything. I just don't have the gear, or like for Rogue, the DPS is just too low, and so one of two camps, either you can kill stuff or you can't. And of course, if you can't kill stuff, well then you can get points other ways, by sneaking around or doing dragon races and doing safe world quests and things like that. So don't give up, even if you can't kill anything. You can still get up to the top other ways. So What about you, Leeta and Khrys? What is your observations on that? Are you guys seeing kind of same thing? Either you can kill or you can't kill, and that kind of defines your style of play, or what have you seen?
I would have to say I am I am too afraid to take Passy Leader anywhere. um as for I haven't got an iron anyone that high enough, but just going on my main, then when she's out, like, the mobs can be tough, and I have this horrible ability to bring more friends to the party when I start taking on. So I mean, thankfully on Leeta, on my warlock, I can take them down. So I was getting a bit nervous that if I'm on a challenge toon that I'll be like, oh dear lord. But yeah,
Sure.
I need to get back to leveling the irons and the working man to see how we go.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
sure,
we'll see. Chris,
sure.
what's your thoughts?
I have two play modes this day, which is net or no net.
Mm.
And so my
Mm-hmm.
challenge tunes have not seen my pacifist has not been logged in so long. Zaya couldn't use me for a test to see if the Battlenet was working.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm kind of terrified because, Sir's talking about Druid, and, I've been working on a fleet of Druids.
Yep.
I'm going to have to really reset my thinking because my main Druid, I took down it's not the world boss, but one of the world bosses the other day. I didn't even realize it was a world boss, and it had like 2 million health or something, and
Yeah.
something ridiculous, and I didn't realize it was a world boss. And it takes me a bit, but I have no problem soloing these. And when I quest, I will gather 20 mobs at one time because I don't die, and it just takes me a while to kill things. But I am almost indestructible because
That's a
her
druid.
defenses are so good.
Yeah.
Now, I may be there for 10 minutes, and trying to kill these things. I'm going to have to completely reset my mindset again to challenge tunes because I am used to being able to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
having that, I need to pause for a moment and really think about this because because I play so many druids, I'm not in that mindset. And I absolutely love that you said dead druid because I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean die?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
did die because it chucked me off of the ice climbing cliff, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden it decided parachutes aren't a thing, and threw me
Sure.
to the ground. So those are my kind of deaths.
Mm.
Or all of a sudden
Yeah.
yesterday when Battlenet was having problems, everybody got yeeted off of their dragon riding. Yeah, you know how high I was, and no parachute, and that's a splat druid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The guild corner didn't even bother to pick that one up.
yeah, I don't think anything would be left. I'm probably on the other side of the planet finding out what the next expansion's gonna be. But I do have a follow-up question for you, Ster, because
Okay.
when I did Iron, I had a very, very set path, and I had a very good teacher in that path because I always did what Paradin did. It's like, okay, if he can make it through this and I can watch him 400 times in a week, then I'm gonna follow that path and I will succeed. Now with these level changes, do you find like Mount Hyjal particularly is what came into my brain. I got from 50 to 60 in 2 hours, and I only went halfway through the zone. Are zones like the Kata zones like that where the leveling is so stupid fast?
Yeah.
Is that doable by an iron? I'm
Yes.
thinking like the
Oh.
density of the quests are like boom, 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 and literally in 2 hours I went 10 levels on a normal druid.
Yeah.
No, I
Yes.
was on a
In
normal.
fact, Faire even said it in the chat. 40 to 60 is just crazy fast. It's almost like there's bonus XP or the scaling is off, but in your favor,
Okay.
like you're really getting a lot of XP.
Yeah.
It seems like the 20 to 30 seems sluggish because you don't have flight yet.
Yeah.
Boy, once you hit flight, you hit 40 real quick, and then for some reason 40 to 60 just zooms, and
Okay.
it's just, and I think all the challengers, regardless of whether you're a mage or pally or any of them, you're going to be able to get to 60 no problem, because you can skip the I now skip quests. If it says go kill 12 of these things, it's like, I ain't got time for that. And I'll just go find something that says go pick up 10 things off the ground. Now that I'll do.
That is so funny.
I mean, why do you want to kill 12 things when, there's just so much free content out there, so to speak.
But like you said, by comparison, you used to have to finish every single thing or you weren't going to get a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just funny. Now, on my druid, and we can compare notes, and we're kind of going off script a little bit, but this is the fun part. So on the druid, one of my favorite in the last expansion, so I guess that would be Shadowlands and also BFA. My druids would do the root and shoot method. Root something 40 yards away and just keep hammering them with some kind of star flinging flame thing, and then when they break free, reroot them and keep doing it until they're dead. How are you killing stuff on your druid? Are you going into like bear form or something like that?
Oh, well, are we talking about my main? I'm a tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
So mine is, just come over, and I will just absolutely very slowly, so that I don't possibly bring them to a boil, take a nice 20 minutes to melt their faces. But they will.
I see. That's a bear hug, huh? That's your idea of a bear hug.
It is. It's kind of dot them up, swipe them up, let them bleed. It's painfully slow. Like, I actually just leveled my normal Warlock Halloween to 70 yesterday. Shocking how fast Warlocks can kill, because I've been leveling like 7 druids. And I'm like, oh my god, things really die quickly on a Warlock. I'm like, ooh, this is nice. But, I aggro things, and I get you. You're going to be melting.
Yeah.
I see. Wow, buddy. I don't want to go to lunch with you. Kidding.
So
I like root and shoot because it, melee hurts, and the druid doesn't like to get smacked, and so if I can keep them 20 yards away and just keep shooting them until they're dead, and now that you have talents, you can pick that one talent that causes root to last even longer or to take even more damage before it breaks. And so I'm finding I can hit something 6 to 8 times before the root breaks, and then reroot them and keep on going. So a level 60 mob in, say, Shadowlands or BFA, and also the druid at level 60, it takes about 3 minutes for the druid to kill something. So 3 minutes versus, say, 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of like being a boom chicken where you kite and kill, but you're not obviously not going to do that on. But Deep is a druid as well. We'll take them out together, and he'll round up like half the map and bring it to me. And the whole time he's star falling, and everything's just okay. Just stay away from him, and we'll get him down. He'll get him down a lot faster than me. But that would be I can see the. Plus, then you've got to have that situational awareness, know what's coming up behind you as you're rooting something, and shooting them from afar. So, are you Night Elf?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So we can shadow meld when other things pat into us.
Yes, and they do. That's why I see the rogue was kind of like that too. The rogue wants to kill something really quick and then sneak off, because if you start bringing on others to the party, then you're going to lose. And so
Yeah.
the root and shoot means, hey, I can be right at the fringe of the zone, pull something, root it, kill it, and turn around and run if I can. That way I don't have to burn the shadow meld. But I miss the rogue. The rogue with both vanish and shadow meld is very powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think, question for both of you, with the way we've got leveling now, and admittedly, all I've done challenger-wise has been the passies so far, and I just get stuck with overwhelmed with how much there is. I can go here, I can go here, and I get distracted with that. Do you think like there's so much? It's like, Leeta, here's all the shinies. What do you want to do? And I sit there and then I procrastinate and then I fall asleep and then I have to log off.
It's like the best buffet ever.
Yeah.
And everything you possibly could want to eat is sitting before you.
Yes.
And you have, for me, I have 2 plates because I get to play twice a week on Fridays and Sundays. So I get 2 plates. So what would I like to have at this buffet on Friday? And it might change on Sunday, but that is the only way I am not overwhelmed, because there is, like, I'm trying not to keep up eye level because I don't raid. We went and 2-manned one of the couple dungeons because I wanted to see the storyline, but we can 2-man it on normal, and I want to see the story. So I'm almost like a 390 something eye level, but that's not it's like a mythic dungeon eye level, but that's not part of my buffet. But I'll tell you what, I see a cartographer's raft, or I see the climbing, and I'm 1,000,000% there. And we fill out our bars every week because we have, I'm not going to fall behind on making sure that I get the weekly rep. And doing the new, I would love to tell you what it is. It's someone you have to pick up inside the bank, but of course I can't remember what it's called. But those are the things that are fun to me. I'm not here to stress out. Yeah. And so dragon riding, I will do at the very end because I'm very good at it now, but it makes me a little queasy sometimes. And sometimes I'm okay. But I get what there's so much to do. But I've also completed all the main storyline. I've completed all the side quests. So all those things have been ticked off of my map.
Yeah.
So now when I go on Eternity, it's like, oh, okay, what world quests are up? And I always have to do soup, and I always have to do the invasion, and I always have to do the hunts. But those things are fun. It's like, oh, yay, I did a soup the other day, and it was literally just me. I'm the only person. I got it to gray. I'm like, yay, me, but it's great rap. But a 1-person soup does not a very tasty pot make.
No.
So no, it was a little bad. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and what I'll throw out, Leeta, is you'll be leveling up to 60, and maybe you're in the low to mid 50s, and you're like, well, where do I go now? And you're racking your brain out trying to remember where. Oh, I haven't even been to Kata yet, and you're like, oh, okay, or I haven't opened up Argent, tournaments, and the moment you get there, you realize there's even more points, and when you hit 60 and everything kind of goes back, Chromie time is disabled. You look back, and I literally on my screen have all these open quests that are now worthless as far as XP because you ding 60, and so you just have to kind of mentally keep a eye on everywhere you've been. And if you watch Zaya and myself and Faire and some of the others in the guild, as they level, they progress. It's pretty consistent, meaning they'll go, like all of us will go open up depending on which kind of challenger, but go open up the garrison,
Mm.
go open up Miss Pandera and get the half hill dailies going and just things like that. So, I mean, you can, with all just dailies, you can almost spend an hour each day just going round robin just to do all the dailies.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. The amount of content is just, it
There
is
is.
overwhelming.
It is. And I mean, it's fantastic, but it is also that little bit like, what am I
Overwhelming.
doing? Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's interesting. You both have some really good points there that I
Focus,
might.
Leeta, focus.
Sure. I try. Doesn't always work. Anyway.
That's okay. I gotcha.
Yes, exactly. All right. Well, anything else on the? Will we go on to the second question?
All right. Sorry, I did not mean it. That was a big bunny path. Ster, dear Ster, tell me about the leveling during the pacifist contest.
But it was a good.
It was a good bunny trail.
Yeah.
Very
If
seasonal.
all we do is read the script, then it's not as fun. But so this contest was so. I look back on it warmly because one, it served the purpose, and that was let's keep 5 in our minds and hearts and prayers and things like that. And so from that perspective, that particular Passy contest was good. But for me personally, it seems like the last few contests or like when the expansion first comes out, it doesn't happen verbally. I don't give Zaya a phone call and go, okay, at noon, count to 10, turn around and shoot, like an old Western movie. But that's what happens though in real life. And this contest was no different. It was, I mean, after the contest was announced, he and I had a level 10 before the show was even over with. And and it just it got ugly from there. From the, but it was so much fun. We went head to head, and we all know how good Zaya is, and you can almost pick any kind of toon, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
But for me, it was a rogue, so I mean that's my wheelhouse. So it was so funny because at the end of the day, he'd usually log off, and I'd look, and he's like 1 or 2 levels above me, and I'm thinking, damn it, no sleep tonight. So I'd keep leveling until I was a couple of levels above him, and then I'd log off, come in the next morning. I think the man gets up at 4 a.m. I'm not sure.
I don't think he sleeps. I really don't think he sleeps.
Yeah, but oh, thanks, Zaya. But I'd get up, log in at, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning, and he's already a couple of levels ahead. And I'm like, son of a beep. And so, all right, I'm going to give up meals, showering, real life, blah, blah, blah. And both of us, I think within 5 days, it hit 60. And in fact, you guys talked about it on that following podcast. So the completion of week 1 of the contest, you guys were just floored that there was already people, past 60.
Yeah.
And good for Annette, because she was one of those too. And but then, oh man, when 60 came around, if it wasn't for the holidays, it would have been brutal, because the holidays that were in progress really helped with the leveling. And Zaya, he did so much scouting in Dragon Isle. He knew all the Passy saved quests. He knew how to do the races. I'm over there sneaking around trying to grab treasure chests from Shadowlands and making points that way. So, but it was fun. I think he would have won. And if you guys think back to that time frame, he announced that his solid state drive died.
Yeah.
I had emailed him some malware, so that's kind of why it happened. But no, I didn't. But poor guy had that hardware problem, and he was down for a day and a half.
Yeah.
Well, you can't leave me unsupervised for a day and a half. I'm going to take advantage of that.
You can't
So
leave me unsupervised. Nice.
That's right. So I was able to squeak over the goal line, and then he got his solid state drive working again, and he did it as well. So that didn't take long. And then I think Annette, I forgot her toon name, but she then crossed at number 3. So it was like, yeah. So contest, Zaya,
No kills.
I tip
No
my
kills,
hat
wasn't
to
it?
you.
Well, no kills?
Yeah, no kills or something like that, or
Yeah.
kill zone or something.
Yeah.
But Zaya, thank you. You made the contest a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And again, you guys completely blew me out of the water. Khrys was already like no,
hey,
they're gonna do it. They're gonna
I
do it.
said the first day somebody was going to hit 70, and everybody thought I was nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope, they're going to hit 70.
Yeah.
And people making fun of me. But look
Yeah.
what happened.
No, Will, you are nuts. That's not the issue. It was
Well,
whether
that
it was
is so true. So true.
blah blah blah.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it was certainly an enjoyable thing to witness. Watching you and Zaya in particular, not always, when we've got people who like that kind of racing and just go. So it's always interesting, you can go back in the day when you had your likelihoods of, those that have been there and really raced things. Yeah, it kind of reminded me like back in maybe 5-6 years ago when you had that expansion drops, or there was a contest and there was people that would just go boom. Like
Boom.
Yeah, so and it really surprised me for a pacifist contest. I wasn't quite expecting that. I thought it'd be like chill. Nah, you guys go smack.
Bloodsport pacifist.
It's like, get out of the way.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong lane. The
coming through.
Actually, thank you to 5 who no fishing, and what was it? No, what was the other one? No fishing and something else. No
cooking.
No cooking. That would have been a distraction. So that actually streamlined it to make it go even faster.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
So,
we could have done the whole no anything, but to me it just felt like no, 5 would have wanted a little bit of a twist in there. It just felt like, without making it like So no, you guys certainly showed what could be done within that time frame, and it was amazing to watch all of those up in the high levels of what people could do in a couple weeks. Seriously, it just blew my mind. So well done, and congratulations again. It was very time frame wise. Contest.
It's boom. It's Khrys, you're going to have quite the challenge trying to figure out the next contest. Okay.
I'm sitting here already thinking, do we need to have a mini contest for Zaya and Ster so that everybody else can have a shot at this?
Yeah, and this is not US of A versus Canada. No, this is my toon against your toon. Go.
Seriously, that's not what it is.
Could call it Rawhide. Maybe a druid contest, Khrys. Just for Rawhide.
Druids?
I don't know.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. And you have to have a broken keyboard and a mouse that is from the 70s. It's only got one button. And go. All right.
Yes. I'm down.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, one hand behind your back or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nisi said just make it a bloodthirsty contest.
That'd be interesting. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Faire says my vegan pacifist contest toon is still 61 or so. Yes, it's blindfolded. Zaya says ?
Yeah, blindfolded. Yeah.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah.
Through the angry
Don't you
vegans.
both just put your face on the keyboard and roll it either side? Isn't that what you both do? Yeah, exactly. All right. So what we want to know, with all your experience, you have leveled many toons over the years. Give us your advice, because once again, you've given us some fantastic advice so far, but let's look, if there's someone new out there listening in the chat room now who hasn't picked it up for a little while, wants to get back into it, like, hit us with all the good stuff. Tell me, what do we need to be doing?
The good stuff.
The good stuff.
I need a plate of cookies before I really give you the good stuff. But
if I could get you some, I would. You know that.
Okay. Well, we mentioned before that right now is a good time to level your toons to 60.
Mm-hmm.
And in other words, starting out at 60 is not a barrier anymore. So go ahead and level up. I think the thing that with this new expansion, Dragon Isles or Dragonflight, first get out your main toon. We all have a main, highly geared, not part of the challenge, scout or banker or whatever you got, but something that's all powerful, got everything, all talents, all gear. Go over to Dragon Isles and get familiar with the landscape and get all those dragon vigor points, those coins that you got to fly through to get those. So that does two things. One, you kind of know where the really dangerous places are at.
Yeah.
You kind of understand where world quests are at, because you're going to need those later for points. And some of those world quests are not easy to get to. Like they'll be down some canyon, some little river bank, and that's where Fishing Frenzy is at, and you're like, oh, yes. Or you see on the map Fishing Frenzy is in the lava spot. Well, I can tell you right now, that's not a good place to go do that one. It's just packed and crowded and patrols, and so you need to know all that. So go get your regular, go pay your dues, and know the place, scout it out. That also gets you so that all of your account toons, so when you do fire up your challenger and you do start heading over there, your dragon will already have all of the flight capabilities, because you've got all those points, and you can just say, oh, yeah. And that way, instead of starting off with 3 of those vigor points, you've got 6 of them, which is very handy for flying. So. The other thing is, remember back when Shadowlands came out, and then also when Battle for Azeroth came out, you didn't have to go over there immediately at level 50 or level 60. You could actually stay in the one zone back and get a couple more levels, because the mobs are still kind of high, and you can still get points and scout for treasure chests and things like that. And so same thing for Dragon Isle. You don't have to go over there at 58 or even 60 when you ding. You can go over there when you're 62. So, you just, in other words, milk all the XP you can out of the old zones as you can. And then last but not least, I'll put in a plug for the forum. There's a really, really good forum post called Passy Safe Quests in Dragonflight. And if you haven't read it, go read it, because Zaya created it and then others have contributed to it. But if you can if a Passy can do the quest, then your Iron Challenger can definitely do it too. So it's like, oh, Well, if it's friendly enough for a passy, because you don't have to kill anything, and you probably can get away without dying,
Yeah.
then there's a really good chance your normal iron or green man or working man, they can do it too. So
Yeah.
go read that, and it'll really help you out.
Yeah. I will get the link for that and put that in the show notes. So if people want a direct link, we'll have it right there. But that's
Sounds
really good, point to make. So yeah, definitely Scatter.
And
It's very. It is very different expansion, isn't it? Like the zone wise compared to probably anything that we've seen. The way that they've done it, the way that getting around the zones. Yes, you could probably ride a ground mount for a bit, but it won't get you everywhere, which is the challenge when you have visual, obviously, to dragon riding.
yeah.
But that's it. It's just kind of, if you can get used to it. I know Blizzard did make some changes to it. Have they got more changes coming, or was it some visual thing? Did that come in 10.0.5, or was that, I can't remember.
What, for
I can't remember either.
visual effects with
Dragon riding?
It was 10.0.5. Yeah,
it was. Yeah. Okay. I still.
I believe you can turn them all off now.
Okay. I barely looked, but I do find that there are certain points in particular. When you do in particular that spinny one, I can't think of what it is, and you shoot really fast. I can't watch the screen.
Oh, that is a fabulous way to get across the aisle, but I look away when I do it.
Yeah, I can't.
So I'm way up there and kind of turn my head and hit 3.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you really, like, I'm still a really lousy dragon flyer. I will be tooting along, the wind is in my hair, oops on the map. It's I'm trying to look at the small version of the map to see where the hell I'm at. Yeah. And there's the flight point. I can see the little mailbox icon. So yeah, I just went past it. Now I'm trying to loop around, and there's hostiles all around the area except for where you want to land.
Yeah.
So I tend to get right above the mailbox and just zoom to the ground and boom, hit. But if you're off, then usually you land in a nest of hostiles, and they all. It's like you startle them, and they all look up, going, "Oh, lunch is here." And so, the cool thing with having Shadow Meld or Vanish is, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Click, and I'll sneak over to where I need to be. But I got to get better at dragon flying because I'm bad at it. So.
I feel like I'm like this, like the whole time.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
good news, there are modifications coming to dragon riding, because we are going to get a slowdown button. We are going to get a stop, and possibility, I'm not sure that we're getting a hover.
I hope so. I just wish there was these things like flying in, that you could have that take your time. I don't need to go fast across a zone. I just need to be able to, like, not feel sick when I'm flying.
Well, and it is supposed to be coming.
Yeah, so
obviously not 10.0.7, but maybe 10.1. I mean, there's a very large community who is very, very vocal about the fact that they can't do the dragon riding.
Yeah.
So not because they're not able to, but because it physically makes them sick. So, hopefully with enough player feedback, then. Although I will tell you, you fall off a mountain and you got to fly a regular misty old mount to get back there, and you realize how fast dragons are, because that is a painful thing to go across the azure span when you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think that having options would be good. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they will take those kind of things into consideration, because certainly you know, there's a lot of people they do affect. Nisi says the changes made up to this point didn't help her, so she gave up with it. Yeah. And, you know, that's disheartening. That's disheartening. You can't play a game because of, you know, you can't progress, which is, you know, that's not fair. That's not fair. So hopefully they'll look at that. Dragon riding everywhere is, yeah, sure. I don't have a problem with that. I think we need both options. Everywhere. Like, if I want to hop on my normal mount and fly my Proto-Drake or my Sin Horsey across Dragon Isle, I should have that ability. Like, you know, I don't always want to hop on a dragon. I might want to hop on a fiery
I'll take both options,
horse.
please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Auto flying is amazing. I cannot tell you how much I still use the Flight Masters.
Yeah.
Because I got to get up. I got to go get ready for work. I got to, you know, put on my shoes. So you grab a Flight Master, fly down to go do the soup event, and, you know, get ready for work, and you come back.
Yeah, you can't do that on Dragon Flying. Like,
No.
Oh,
no.
well, I can, but I'm going to smack my face into a tree, and then I'm on the ground.
And that's the other thing. The amount of times that I actually will be doing the stupid races and go smack into a branch on a tree.
Oh,
and stop dead. I'm like, seriously?
Well, have you been dismounted in the air on your dragon?
Yes.
That wakes you up. Let me tell you. You're like,
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, apparently there's some no-fly zones, especially over like the inn in some of the camps, the main building in some camps.
Yep.
So be careful flying right over them.
Yeah.
Because suddenly you are dismounted, you are falling, and you've got seconds to go hit a parachute or something, like a parachute or safe fall or something. I had the first time that happened to me, I had to get up and walk away for a while. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Azure Span has a few no-mount areas, Nisi says. Yeah. It's anyway. Alright. Well, thank you for all of that information. And again, congratulations on the Passy contest, because you blew us away. Not only you, obviously, and Zaya, and Annette as well, because oh my god, you guys just blew that contest, which was still blows my mind. But congratulations on that. You did so well. I just was like, God damn, Ster. Jeez, does he sleep? Does Zaya sleep?
Geez.
Oh my god.
No, they don't.
They don't.
That's like being here at the house. You know, it's like, yes, dear, I'm coming. That's 2 weeks I didn't see the spouse. Like,
Nice. All right. Well, how's your week been? I know you've given us a lot of other information, but how has this past week been for you? You were saying something about it being a bit rough on the drill.
It has been rough, and it kind of leads in from are there any tips you can give? And every person you've had on the show practically says, let's make sure you scout before. So on my level 66 druid, what I would do is I had discovered, and I shared it with the guildies, that if you're in Shadowlands and there's a world quest and it says bonus XP, it actually gives you at level bonus to your toon. So if you're level 66, normally going to Shadowlands won't give you any money, but you go over there on the bonus. So you know how like we'll make an aspirant out of you. That is safe, easy, and if it just happens to be bonus XP, there's 10k or more of XP right there, and you're like, that's nice. So both Zaya, myself, and some others have been trying the different quests over in Shadowlands and figuring out, okay, well, you know, I remember these being safe. Oh, like cleaning up after the stewards on on that city. I like
That
to
one's
just kick
cute.
them. I just
Yeah.
kick them off the edge and say, well, if you're not going to work,
course you
get
do.
your own get your own damn drink. I ain't feeding you either. So, but anyway, that one's a safe one. And
Not,
but
not, for,
Very passive, safe for yeeting them off the platform.
well,
not for them.
have
yeah.
you been over? Have you been over to Dragon
They
Isles?
deserve it.
There's that one old man sitting on the ledge of a city platform, and you have to listen to him for a half
Oh, yes.
hour
Yeah.
of his story.
Yes.
I
just
love
threw-
that
At
quest.
Ruby-
Before you insult I absolutely adore that. Go ahead and insult
loved
it if
it.
you want, but
I'm not going to
I
insult
adore
it.
that quest.
I
loved it.
threw his old ass off the ledge. I just got so tired of listening to his story. I just said enough of this, and just threw him off. And I looked around to see if anyone saw me, and no one had. So I went about my business.
They turn into a dragon and
Typical
chomp
rogue.
Fortunately, he didn't. but so I'm over in Shadowlands, and there's this quest line called Flight School, and it can actually be
Yes.
like falling with style, or there's another one where you kind of fly through these spears that are in the air, and you just
Yes.
kind of miss them.
Yes.
Well, falling with style, I have done before, and you just kind of fall through the little rings,
Yeah.
and you avoid the lightning clouds. No big deal. Well, my level 66 did the last one. You have to get 10 of them,
Yep.
and then it gently, you still got your wings on,
Yes.
lowers you to the platform, and boom, you get the credit and all that. This time, it killed me.
No.
And I'd never seen that before. I mean, you've got your wings on, you're kind of doing a slow fall,
Yeah.
but when you hit the platform, splat, you're dead. And I'm like,
Okay.
no. It's like, why did you just kill? So
Wow.
it's like, even to this day, you think, well, I can just go back to Shadowlands, and
Yeah.
maybe there's something in any of the 4 zones that you can do. Well, you better scout them out before. That was a hard lesson. That one. So
gosh.
then I re-rolled some more druids,
Yep.
and this is all after having run rogues, and rogues are pretty powerful when it comes to crowd control and getting away and slinking off into the night and stuff like that.
Yep.
The druid, not as good. And I found out, remember long ago in some past shows, we would talk about avoid lightning. If you run into a caster that shoots you with lightning,
Yes.
well, I was like level 29, something like that, just about to get flight, and I got hit with a caster. It took 3 shots and I was dead. It was 3 shot and dead, and it was like,
Wow.
really.
Ouch.
I don't remember that. So back to the earlier discussion where we said seems like 40 to 60 gives you more points. Well, it also gives them more capabilities too. So be aware of that. So just know that, it's different fighting a level 14 caster versus a level 54 caster.
Yep.
They will shoot you out of the air. I mean, just boom, you're dead.
Yeah.
So as they level, so do their skills, and you're like, oh,
Good
oops.
point.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I've killed a few druids.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Chris? What have you been working on?
Well, I'm not killing my. Well, okay, I've killed a couple, but mine are all normal. I'm still on my druid brigade, so got jungle to 80. Oh, I'm already in the next expansion. Awesome! I am
ahead
so
of us.
good. I've gone through Azeroth. I know what the next expansion is.
Nice.
And I'm max level. I'm so good. Nope, got jungle to 70, got Halloween, my warlock to 70, my Tauren druid's now 68, my Worgen druid is 67, I think. And I made a Coltarian, and in about 2 hours got him to, I think, 30. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous, the leveling. So my druid brigade is continuing. However, I am ahead of the curve. I don't have the mount for ahead of the curve, Nacy, but I am ahead of the curve. And then I got distracted because I found out that there's human heritage armor coming. And the only human, I have one human. And I was so excited. I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can go get the armor the second it's here. Oh my God, this toon is my original paladin. She was a blood elf. So no, I'm going to have to level a human. But did anybody see the new hair colors coming for humans and orcs? No. Oh my gosh. Okay. They are getting the gnome super bright with a little bit of a palette change. They're getting blue and green and pink and this gorgeous like purple that has like some white undertones in it, and you can see like stripes in. They're beautiful. Okay. So now I'm not that upset that I'm gonna have to do a human. Yeah. But can we have some more races that can be druids, please? Because I look at these other races and I'm like, well, I can have my 80th mage or my 80th warlock or my 80th hunter. But druid, I can zoom on those. Yeah. Although my next request would be gnomes, please. Please let me be a gnome druid, please. With a little kitty form and a little bear form, and
it needs, they need to make it like that size.
Yes, tiny, absolutely. Like
don't make it
to scale.
Normal. Yes.
Yeah. I want to be a gnome druid more than anything. Nice. Or a Tuskar. Well, give me Tuskar. Or playable Murlocs.
Here's a question for you two. Speaking of new features, okay. Trading post. Yay. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Jungle's already wearing the jester suit.
Thumbs up. I think they need to. I think they need to talk to Chris and I though about things that should go into the trading post.
Agree.
There's some stuff that I just go.
Agree.
Yeah. Okay. I think we agreed. In fact, in the last podcast, the ability to morph your outfits to just about anything is really nice. It's that was a long time coming, and I really enjoyed being able to.
Treasure chest. There's a treasure chest. You could wear a treasure chest.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
Backpack. It's treasure chest. Yeah.
Oh, that's all we need is people clicking on me trying to get treasure. I already get that with the Santa suit. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think that sounds pretty good. I will just quickly say that I did play some passives. Not much because it was a bit of a week. And Faire could probably... I was online for about probably 7 minutes? 2 passy toons. By the time I got to my second one, I had nodded off twice. I had to log off. 7 minutes. Anyway, I just have to stop falling asleep in this chair. I don't know what it is.
There's a rule, isn't there? A Leeta rule?
Yes. But
rule number 1. Yes. Number 1.
I was also had no Hearthstone on the second girl. The first girl, I was okay. I quickly did. The second girl, I took her out around Gnome area to do some herbing. And she'd used a hearth because I'd hearthed back to completely gone blank. Karanos. So I started out on her journey and nodded off, and I went, and I was like around the back, of your circle that I do, and I was like, well, I've got to run all the way back. I could log out right now, but I hate doing that. So I went, no, okay, just head back to the inn. I fell asleep again. Thankfully, not somewhere bad, but that's, yeah. See, that's my life.
Do you drive in real life,
Yes.
perchance?
Yes. Trust me, my husband has said to me multiple times, I get really worried about you driving at home at night, because I finish normally in the dark now.
Let's drive separate. I'll meet you there.
I do, when I'm driving, crank the music right up. I might have music on, like things like AC/DC, Metallica, like very loud.
That's my girl.
If anyone, because I'm like not necessarily headbanging on the way home, but I have the music very loud and I make myself sing. Because yes, driving home in the dark, late at night, well, not really late, but by the time I finish a shift, is dark and I make sure I get home safe. So yes, but yes. So anyway, nothing big on me for this week, but
really quick before you go on, what sir, what was your opinion on the trader's post?
It's, to me, it's more of a novelty, meaning okay, you go over, you check it out, you get your free mount because of all the coins they give you, and you come back another couple of weeks later and here's 500 more coins. You kind of go, okay. I kind of forget about it, once in a while you see it on the map in Stormwind and you go, oh yeah, but I don't use it that much. In fact, I'm wondering when the summer festival comes, what are they going to do, because it's in the way. Remember how they put in Stormwind? Yeah.
I wonder if it'll go outside.
Most probably. I mean, there is room around, but yeah, it's a bit interesting. So I guess we will wait and see. All right. I was going to say something else, but I've forgotten. All right, let's do news. Where's my little bumper? Over here.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
All right, just to touch on a couple of things. First off, congratulations to Jonnfoxx on becoming our 7th Dragonflight Ironman champion. Well done. I think he dinged after the show last week, I think it was.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. Also, ding today. Congratulations to Showei on becoming our 8th Dragonflight Ironman champion. Not sure who that person is. They are EU, so let me know who you are so we can get some stuff out to you. But they are the warrior, the panda warrior. So yay, a warrior hitting max. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. So
very cool.
Yeah. So let us know. Zaya said he would put something in the forum, so reach out if this is you, please. That would be good. We have had some issues with the Battlenet login for the website. It was fixed, then it had a hiccup, then it's been fixed. So I think at the moment, Zara and I have to get together because the coding with my stuff, and anyway, it's a whole thing. You should be able to log in, okay, with Battlenet and see your toons. I'm pretty sure we've got it to work at the moment, but the API stuff is being a little bit weird with that. So if it goes down, we're kind of working on that. So do expect there might be some hiccups until we can figure out exactly why there is an issue. So yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Darkmoon Faire. Darkmoon Faire time, guys. Darkmoon Faire time. Very exciting. Darkmoon Faire begins today. Well, for me, tonight. Very excited about that. It will go forward from till next Saturday for you guys, March 11th, Sunday for me. So that's very exciting. If you're starting a new toon, if you've got a toon that you need to take down to get, do your fishing, cooking, your profession dailies for like your working man or your passies. Don't forget, you can certainly do that with Darkmoon Faire. No love for the bloods, as we always say. So unfortunately, but if you're starting a new toon this week, Darkmoon Faire is very, very handy. Also, going on the trading post stuff, Faire did let me know with the March trading post, so they've now changed from February. There are some activities that various challenge toons can do, and she said some examples would be to complete 30 quests, complete 15 world quests. You can change your appearance, change your dragon riding mount's appearance, and complete 15 solo dragon riding races. So this is the stuff that gives you your points for the trading post. So you do get automatically some each month, but then there are the ones that you can build up and use to buy stuff. You don't have to buy stuff. I'm a sucker. I don't save very well. I buy things. So there are some stuff that, you know, your challenge toon might be able to help with getting some of these. What are they calling them? Coins? Tokens?
Tendies.
Candies.
No, tend.
Oh,
tend.
tendies.
Like traders tender, but then the community started calling them tendies.
Tendies.
Traders tendies.
Traders tendies. Okay, so yes, being that, don't forget, it is account wide, which still not happy on the fact that each of my toons can't get 500.
Seriously, do you know I would have bought everything?
Seriously, completionist. That's me. I'm like, I don't like the fact that I could not have everything in February. I should be allowed to be able to buy. Anyway, that's a whole different story. So keep an eye on, check out the March trading post. There is a very cute, what do we call it? Treasure chest back piece that you can transmog. It is, I don't think it was that many tendies. 175? 750. Was it?
Did he just yell 750?
Yes, I've probably read.
He's awake. He's alive.
He is alive. 750 wasn't it? Didn't think it was that much. It could be, maybe
I'm going in to look.
Okay. So yeah, that's definitely something, Ster, you might need to check out on.
Okay.
Yeah, so see how that goes. Alright, also wanted to make mention, Spreadshirt, we still have the promo that started yesterday, 20% off everything in the store from the 4th to the 12th, so if you're after some cool stuff, check that out. And before I forget and get into the state of the challenges, I will be taking a couple weeks off after next week, so we will have a show next week, and then I'm going to take 2 weeks off to have a bit of a holiday. Within that, I have husband's birthday. He is awake, which that's okay, yay. And my mother's birthday, so cake making time. So yeah, so just so you guys, I'll be around, I'm not going away, but I'm just gonna take some time off the show, so that will be no show 18th and 25th. All right, state of the challenges, let's go. Ster, irons, what have we got?
Well, we got 10 of them. So starting at number 10 is Jonnfoxx, and he's got another Jonnfoxx we'll mention later. But this one is at level 50. And then we've got Iron Ebon 2 is at level 60 on 9th position. Coming in at number 8 is one of Zaya's toons, Zaya Zestra, something like that, level 61. And then another Zaya at level 62. So, by the way, challengers, if there's no room on the list for you, it's because of Zaya, because he's got a gazillion. At number 6 is Wise Fox at level 63. my very own Druidster that we talked about earlier is at level 65, and she's not going to go do that stupid flight school again over in Shadowland. At number 4 is Zaya Winna. Now that I like that name because I always thought, oh, Winna, we have a Winna here. Yeah, he's at level 65. Dragon Iron is at 66 and climbing the charts. At number 2, as Leeta mentioned earlier, just hit level 70, Showei. Congratulations to you on hitting max level. And on a warrior, that's always impressive.
Yes.
Because warriors are handicapped with very little ways to escape other than just kill everything that's around you. So good for you. And then at number 1 this week, Jonnfoxx also hit level 70. So congratulations to all those folks.
Exactly.
Oh, and no rips, no rest in pieces.
No,
hey.
which was like hot damn. So well done,
Damn.
Irons. Been very busy this week, which is fantastic. And again, congratulations to Showei and Jonnfoxx. Well done on getting to max level on Irons. Khrys, Bloods. What have we got on the Bloods, please?
Before I do the Bloods, may I just say I'm so sad. I thought Execute was kidding, but it really is 750.
Is that?
It really is a 750.
I
thought he was
thinking it was
kidding.
175.
You know what? I think we were probably thinking like the purple thing because that's like 50. Yeah, the purple transmog, the fancy. 750. Oh.
Always looking in the bargain bin, aren't you?
Give me tendies. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Bloods. We have 6 Bloods this time. Number 6, we have Trollface. Adorable name. Whoever picked that, good job. Level 11. Number 5, we have BTK Sela. Level 12, RIP. Number 4, we have Vezimon, who is level 15. Number 3, we have Thirsty, who is level 20. Number 2, we have Super Taco, level 27, RIP. Oh, I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
And number 1, it's not spelled this way, but it's crap. Level 40. Good job.
Well done. Pacifist. Ster, what have we got?
Oh, we have 8 of them this week. At number 8, Landish is at level 20. Bordai is level 27. Coming in at level 6 is Sync, level 32. At number 5 on the list, Peacenik, level 33. Hey, Peacenik, that sounds awfully familiar. At position 4, Passive is level 35. Looks like one of Furs for is level 63. Peace Bull is level 68. And finally, Fairlene is level 69. Wow. About to hit, aren't you? You need to go over to Shadowlands.
She's gonna smack you one of these days. I can feel it.
Well, if we ever meet in person, I'm going to get a lot of smacks.
Yes.
Just for that strange Tauren rogue manifestation that she created.
Still, well done, Passies. No RIPs this week on Pacifist, which is fantastic. All right, Tins. What do we got? None.
None.
Exactly. So
back to you. Back to you.
None.
Thanks, Ster. Appreciate that. All right. Greens. What do
Greens. We've got number 10 is Everprax, level 29, red flagged for 1 rare slot was equipped. Number 9 is Kajoru at level 30. Number 8 is Crippled at level 32. Number 7 is Green Bay at level 33. Number 6 is Riff, I think, or Ruff at level 54, because in 5th place is Ruff at level 60. Number 4 is Fair Verde, level 60. Number 3 is Cripple, level 60, red flagged. Number 2 is Zaya Jixie. Did we decide this one was?
I think
Level,
so.
I swear he names some, but waits for us to pronounce it to find out how it's
Yeah.
going to be pronounced. Level 62. And number 1 is Crippler at level 63, RIP.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It didn't give me a reason as to the red flag on Cripple. Normally it does, like, red flagged due to dungeon, item equipped, that kind of thing, but there wasn't anything there, so not 100% sure what they've done, but something must have happened that's come up and red flagged it, so yeah. But again, good to see the 10 greens. Like, everyone's been really busy this week, which is fantastic. Working men, we have 2 working men this week. We have Faire, I can't speak. Fairmar at Mar. Thank you. I think I've just not pronounce anything.
It's Fair.
It's Fair, exactly. Level 23 on that. And at 1 this week, we have Zaya Wersi at level 61. Because again, 2 working men, and we've got Fair and Zaya. Like, right over all the things, which is fantastic. Well done, everyone, leveling this week. Again, congratulations to Jonnfoxx and Showei for max level irons, which is well done to you both on that. So yes, commiserations to everyone we lost, because there was a few this week. All right, let's do this one.
Hey yo, it's chit chat.
All right, Ster. I've not looked.
Hit
me with it.
So,
what is it?
Well, I'm always in trouble with Faire. I'm always in trouble with my own spouse, and so I accidentally this week handed my spouse a glue stick instead of chapstick. She still isn't talking to me.
I was annoyed.
Oh, it's kind of like an oldie but a goodie, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, hit me. What have you got?
How do dragons make holiday plans? They don't. They just wing it.
Of course. I was so wondering what way that was going. That's nice. Dave Hunter, bad, very, very bad. Nice. Much better. That was your. I'm guessing that was to yours, Ster. About the chopstick.
No.
Excuse me. Okay, Tiber's stolen joke of the week. Here we go. I once worked at a local pizza place to get by. I needed the dough.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Pizza would be really good too, right about now, I can tell you that. Alright, this one's for Ster. I found this one and I was like, yeah, I like this. Why do rogues use leather armor?
I don't know.
Because it's made of hide.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, that one's for Ster.
Okay. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much for that chat room. Everyone's there's a little bit of lulls there, so thanks guys, appreciate that. Okay, well, I think I've got I think we've got everything from the chat room. If there's something that I've missed, let me know as we wrap up. Because it's nice to see that Ster's here, Chris is here, and we've gone way over the hour. So fantastic, love it. I will get Chris though. Can you do the Iron Elites, please? I'll put my little heart up. we want to thank them. Please.
Absolutely. As always, from the bottom of our heart, we very, very much appreciate you. Awesome Trousers, Execute, Faire, myself, Leeta, Mock, Mr. Nisi, Mr. Bright 01, Mrs. Rock Guru, Nisi, Rude, Ster, Stone, Tiber, aka Tiber, Wainima, Zaya, and Zup.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for all your support. We do greatly appreciate that with all the things for the website, etc. So thank you. To everyone here, thank you for giving of some of your time to be watching the live show. Also, if you're listening, thank you. We do appreciate that. So to everyone in the chat room, thank you very much. To the wonderful bunch of mods that we've got, Ster and I cannot say enough all of the things that you do to help make life easier. Awesome Trousers, Execute, Faire, Khrys, Nisi, Zaya, thank you. To our code wardens, again, Zaya is like over all of the things. Seriously, dude, do you sleep? I don't think he does. Thank you very much to our code wardens for sorting all the things. As I said, if the Battlenet login issue is still there, we're playing around with a couple things. So at the moment, pretty sure it is working, but we've got to fix a couple of things. So if it goes down, just give it a bit, and while we're trying to sort some up. And again, chat room, thanks guys for being here, being part of the show, and we do appreciate that. I will be back next week, which will be Saturday, March 11, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Annette will be joining me next week. This will be exciting.
Oh, cool.
So we'll get to finally chat with her, catch up, see what she's been up to. Annette was our third place for the pacifist contest after Ster, Zaya, and then Annette, which was fantastic. She did so well. So we're going to catch up and have a chat to her with what she's been doing. But for Ster, thank you for hanging out and being with us and giving us lots of tips and information and laughs. We do appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Do you want
it was a lot of fun.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you? If you're a rogue, obviously we can't, but
yeah, it's just look for me. Yeah. You'll find me in Discord, in the WoW Challenges Discord channel, and I'm usually at the top of the list under the name of Ster. Come say hi.
Absolutely. And don't forget, you can find all the information. So if you want like our socials for things like Discord, etc., pop over to the website wildchallenges.com. You can find all the information there, as well as information for downloading via Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, that kind of stuff as well. If you want to send me an email, please send it to podcast@wildchallenges.com. If you are the owner of Showei, please reach out. I don't know who that is. Someone in the EU, but let us know so we can get some stuff sorted for a write-up. That would be great. Also, before I forget, just a little shout out to Nisi. I see she's here in the chat room. Thanks, Nisi. Just sending you some love, and hope things are going okay. It's been a little bit rough for her the past week or so. So we just want to send our love and our thoughts and prayers with you at the moment. So we're here for you if you need. Okay. Khrys, can you let people know where they can find you, please?
Discord, Khrys W, or Twitter, it's Khrys W.
Exactly. And as for me, look, easiest thing is check out Linktree/Leeta WoW. All my information is there for all of the things that I do. But definitely, if you want to hit me up, Discord. Just message me. If I'm a bit slow getting back to you, it's because time zones, and sometimes with family, work, etc. But I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right. Last thank you, please, Chris.
A big thank you to Mr. Nisi for our wonderful intro. You can find him on Discord as Mr. Nisi.
That's it.
That's pretty cool. I like his name change.
I know. I still. It makes me smile. It's so good. Also, big thank you to my husband Execute for helping with the outro, which you will hear very shortly. I do appreciate his help with many things that I ask him to do for the show and for the website. So thank you to him. Other than that, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, Krista. Do appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's lovely having a catch up. So thank you.
A lot of fun.
And
Delightful.
and the chat room. Thanks, guys. Please, everyone, have a wonderful week. Stay safe, both in and out of game. I will see you next week with Annette, who we'll get to chat with. But other than that, bye, guys.
See ya.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Leeta, copyright 2022. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. Music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, as well as from bensound.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Alright. Okay, show titles. I know I have got a few I've written down. I don't know if there's scene ones. Hang on, I'm going to take my glasses off because I can't see a bloody thing. Alright, first I've got Dead Druids left and right. Druid Form Dead, which was one Nisi had put in. Yep, I got that one. I ain't got time for that. So much free content. Root and Shoot. I think this will be too long, but you can't leave me unsupervised. Milk or the XP. Tybus says 1 or 2 camps. Splat Druid. Ain't got time to kill 12 things. Root 'em and shoot 'em. Best buffet ever. Alright, you've got heaps of choices, so what would you like?
Yeah, and we didn't even remember the one about I threw his old ass off the ledge. That's probably too long too. I'm torn between Root and Shoot, and I ain't got time to kill 12 things. Or, those are good clickbait, you know. Ain't got time to kill 12 things.
Might be a little long.
Yeah. How about root 'em and shoot 'em?
Root 'em and shoot 'em. Okay, I'll fix that. Root 'em and shoot 'em. Alright, we can do that. Good one, Tiber. Thank you. Awesome. Alright, well, on that note, we will be back next week, guys. Have a wonderful week. And we're gonna cut the stream now. So bye!
Bye!
See ya.